Coach, I know that the struggle has been getting enough points to really get out there. It seemed like last week things came together a little bit more, some big plays connected. Just how good was that to see some of that come together?
Yeah, I mean, we've worked really hard on a lot of the shot plays, some of the tricks, to finally hit a few of them were nice. And, that you see that's the difference in going out there scoring 17, 20, 23 points and getting to 30 is really just two of the tricks and two of the shots actually worked. So, hopefully the ones we figure out we're going to do this week, and we can execute those and get those to work too.
Just what does that do for this offense? That the whole idea was like we're going to need to get 30 to be in games, and they actually did that. Confidence-wise, just what does that do for the team moving forward now that they've seen they can go out there and do that?
Yeah, I hope it gives them confidence both in what we do and then what how they can go out and perform. I think we got a group of really, really good football players. We're coming along, we're coming together. It's about, at the end of the day, it's about executing and getting the job done. Doing it in practice, doing it when there's nobody around is one thing, but actually doing it on Saturday nights when everybody's watching, that's where we get to be special, and that's what I hope as we move forward these last 5 games we can get done.
What do you see from this Marshall defense? It's always been a close game. I mean, it's always just been that rivalry there. So, I mean, you guys are up for that. Just what do you see from this defense?
Yeah, when we were here before, there was some bad blood, for sure. I think in 2014 there was a little skirmish before the game, and then, so we understand that. We'll have to get our guys to understand that, keep cool during the game. They're the typical Marshall team. They're always going to be talented. They're well coached. Coach Holliday does a really good job. Coach Lambert does a good job. Not that they do a ton on defense, but they're really well coached and very sound in what they do and how they do it. And they're always going to have good football players. And, that's no different this year. That, up front, they do a really nice job. We obviously recruited Amari here pretty hard, and he's a very good player for them. And in the back end, they got great athletes. So it'll be a huge challenge for us, but, I think our guys will be ready.
Coach, obviously you hit on some of those big plays last week. What do you got to do to kind of expand on that, make it more consistent rather than hit or miss?
Well, when it's there, make it. They're not all going to work. They never have. They never will. But when we do have the opportunity to make one, we got to make the play. And, that's the difference in last week and the couple weeks before that was when we had our opportunities, we made most of the plays. I think offensively we got to do a lot better job down inside the 15-yard line of putting the ball in the end zone. Again, we're about to, we're going into playing some of the better teams in our league, some of the better teams on our schedule. So we're going to have to push it to 30 every week, and if we can get over that, then I think we'll have a good chance of winning each game.
Coach, Tyson said a couple of weeks ago he's kind of letting the leash off of Ty a little bit in terms of making audibles and stuff like that. Is that trend kind of continuing?
Yeah, I think he's definitely getting a lot more comfortable in what we're doing. I think we've done a good job of adjusting the offense to what he can do and what he does well. And, I think that's shown. I think we've been up over 70% completion rate the last 2 weeks. And, obviously offensively playing clean football right now as far as no penalties and no turnovers. Did put the ball on the ground one time, for whatever reason, we just dropped a snap, which is unacceptable. But, for the most part, the last 2 weeks we played some pretty clean football. Got to continue to do that.